Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube commentators battle on ICC. It's going to be interesting one. I've seen a little bit how they play, some practice games before. And okay, so we have Mr. Kingscrusher, that I have the honor now to see him because I got quite a lot about his videos. Hello there. And actually even my Immortal Bullet game was once there. And I never go and watch those things. People always refer to me to something. So, okay, Kingscrusher. And on the other side, we have our Mr. By the way, I don't think I just said Kingscrusher, so Chessexplained Gavriel. And on the other side, we have Mr. Chessexplained that is doing lots of simuls on ICC. I got to do a little bit commentary with him and on his chess YouTube site, or not site, channel. Same name, Chessexplained, International Master Chessexplained Sielecki. So both of them are going to entertain, I don't know, hopefully me and, maybe also our listeners. So, I don't know, let the game begin and we will see. During the game I will get to speak a little bit about the players and so on. Knight f3, okay, that's a good move. I remember my kid was standing once behind me when I was playing and he said, Daddy, you play like Kramnik. That was his comment when I played Knight f3. So, okay, we have an English, maybe symmetrical English with g6. Okay, heading to symmetrical one. Let's see. Okay, classical variation of the symmetrical English. Okay, Knight c2. Yeah, that's one interesting choice is for white to keep a little bit more pieces. Protecting c4 is crucial. The knight on c2 also protect the rook on a1. So if white can get everything in order, it will be maybe a little bit better, but in reality, I think those are reasonable lines for black to play. I mean, okay, it was played in one World Championship match. Fischer beat Spassky, but there it was with knight takes d4. Okay, black main plays are a6, b5, d5. Queen h5 has one purpose, right? It is to play bishop h3, exchanging the bishop, so I really fully expect to see bishop h3 here. By the way, both players cannot hear me. I will say on the surface, Christoph is few hundreds points higher rated, but in Blitz, okay, I've seen how Tryfon plays and he's dangerous. So I think Christoph is the favorite, but we will see how it goes. Okay, knight d5 is logical, but I think black can just, yeah, exactly, take on d5, take on g2. I don't think that white got anything really worth mentioning. Maybe a very, I wouldn't even call it a very small advantage. I mean, okay, take on b2 followed by queen f5 back. Okay, minimal advantage for white, or maybe just take on b2, rook e8 and queen back to e5. Okay, but it's really interesting, to see people with huge crowd in the chess world, huge crowd on YouTube actually playing here. For me, this is actually way more interesting than seeing two grandmasters playing. Grandmasters, you have plenty, well, quite plenty, but interesting YouTube chess people, not so many, and we have actually pretty much two of the very top that are out there. Okay, Tryfon is thinking with black. I'm not certain. Well, I think he should be practical here, like take and rook e8 or something. Just okay, protect e7, right? Something. Yeah, but maybe with the other rook, I think I would go with rook f to e8. Okay, white can think about. White is a little bit better. Maybe queen e5. Yeah, that's good. But I thought maybe about some f4 for white. White should not exchange queen. Queen d2 is the most logical move here. If you exchange queen, no, this I don't think white has anything here. I would have kept the queens because, okay, knight back to c6, king to g7. White really has nothing here. Okay, if you're Magnus Carlsen, you make something in this position, either way, but no. And I don't like rook c8. Okay, king g7 is right. The rook will need to go back. Okay, rook d8 or rook c8. Maybe rook c8. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I like this one. By the way, black can also, it doesn't have to, but can consider at some point e5 and, well, not here, e5, f5, but to get to the d4 square. Okay, really here, maybe we can consider f5 or even e6 and f5. Yes, I know that d6 is being left as a weakness, but, well, okay, if black want to get some counterplay. Okay, h6. You know, I'm not certain about this plan. I know it's a very normal plan, but why black play a6, b5? He has no pieces. He has no pieces, and no, now c5. C5, e6 maybe. But in general, I will say, okay, c5 was played, so at least in the right direction. I think e6 is reasonable. Oh, man, the players are playing my moves. I don't know if they should be worried or I should be worried, or maybe both. But, okay, now... take on d6 is interesting, you know? Maybe actually interesting and good. Because I actually like take on d6. Maybe. Take on d6, rook takes d6, knight f6. Probably nothing there. Maybe knight f6 then immediately. But I said I don't like this b5 so much because I think it's more natural in the middle game. Okay, he did take on d6. Now rook take d6 I think is the only move. Because knight d4 is nothing. King e3, take on d5, take on c6. Okay, that's very logical so far. I don't see much other than knight f6. Okay, maybe knight c7, but really you want to go knight f6. Rook d8. Man, I don't know which king gets to be weaker in that story. Okay, knight e3 was played. Okay, maybe a better move than what I was thinking. Kind of keeping the king safe. But here, yeah, I think I like this move. And maybe now knight e2 followed by knight c3, rook d3, h5 maybe can be considered. I don't know. It's great to be on the commentating side and not playing too many complicated things. Okay, knight e2 was played. Maybe rook c7 here. I mean, one of those kings might get in danger. Okay, rook c7 played. Now, okay, this is where the knight should be going. And is f5 worth anything? Not really. e4 is under attack. And playing e5, rook d3, I think white should be tiny worried here. For example, there's an amazing line here. e5, rook d3, rook e1, rook take e3, take on e3, and knight d5, and incredible, white is losing a full rook. Also in this position, I think rook d3 seems quite unpleasant. I don't know. Rook d2, okay, I can accept that also. But rook d3 maybe. This pin is really nasty. No, I think white somehow... Okay, white should think about activating his knight. Maybe knight c4, e5. Maybe he was worried about check. Yeah, somehow I thought that... Okay, knight b5 and d4. I'm sorry I cannot complete one thought because things are happening. But knight b5... No, you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing, Tryphon. But just with knight b5, an extra move attacking the rook on c7 and then going to d4. Okay, check. That's interesting. Knight b5 is going to be a fork. Rook d7 intermediate move. Rook b2 maybe. Okay, this is trouble. Maybe here... Wow. Maybe here rook e2 immediately. Knight b5 is also possible. Knight b5, rook d7. Knight to... Sorry, rook e2 or rook b2. Looks like some trouble. I'm not certain actually about this rook d3, by the way. I thought there was some better stuff. Because now knight v5 is not working because of rook take f7. Knights are deadly in a blitz game. Rook take f7, take, knight e5, and take on d3. So Black has to... No, black rook d3 was really wrong move. I thought black was better there. But now he's... Okay, he's also really down on the clock. Yeah, playing king g8, but okay, now it's just immediately lost. I really think it's just lost. Knight take f7 and knight h6 is just finishing this game. No, I thought that Trifon had a golden opportunity in this game. Really golden one. You know, I'm certain at some point black was better. But I think this has to be over. Yeah, okay, this is okay, but maybe also take en passant was reasonable. Okay, the king is going to escape, and knight h6 is just checkmate. Okay, flag. Yeah, this was okay. It's nice win by Christoph, but I mean, no important one. But in general, no, black had a golden opportunity, I feel, in this game. Okay, they are starting the next one. Knight f3, again playing like Kramnik. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's really amazing. I'll go back to Aaron, my kid, that he was just standing behind me. I played knight f3. I didn't even know he never played one chess game of his life and say, oh, you play like Kramnik. Or maybe Kramnik play like me. No, I'm joking. That was a nasty one. Okay, so we got some King's Indian attack. Okay, black has to be okay in this position. Just putting the pieces in the right squares. Excuse me. Okay, here e5 is already something tiny bit to worry. e4, sorry. No, but black is immediately way better here. I think okay, maybe objectively close to winning. I think that game was kinda nasty on Trifon because really he had no exchange. Okay, I'm not certain I would exchange, but was a little bit nasty game because I think he understand that he had a great opportunity there. Okay, what to play here? Knight d5, knight b4. It still feels really nasty. Maybe winning another pawn b5 and take on b2 was worth looking at. I have to say, black is a pawn up here, but I thought he had way better chances a few moves ago. After he took on d3, no, I thought black is just winning there completely. Okay, play b5 and take the pawn on b2, right? 3 pawns, no? Thank you. Yeah, b5 is no, this is finished. And now bishop take b2, rook b1, and bishop c3. Bishop c3, take, rook b3. Oh my gosh, they're heading this line, but now take, and rook b3. Okay, yeah, exactly. This wasn't perfect for black. This wasn't perfect for black, but black... By the way, both players, I have to say, they kind of not feeling the time because they are playing like it's bullet game. Seriously. I mean, white used 49 seconds, black used about a minute until he started thinking, when they had moments that could really have decided the game a bit earlier. They were playing too fast, both of them. Like this was not really that correct from them. Well, they just didn't use the time correct. You see now Christoph is using so much time because, okay, he cannot really defend the pawn. Okay, he has an extra c pawn, but, well, I'm certain that little bit of Christoph thought, okay, where he messed up in the last moves. Yeah, knight d2 and maybe rook e2, right? No, but yeah, it's not so easy. I mean, because knight after rook e2, knight e4 attacking f2 is not that easy. King f3. Yeah, okay, king g7, king f8. Okay, knight back to e4 automatically, right? You need the knight to regroup, right? Knight f6, knight d6. Black, if black wants to dream about winning, he needs to take it really slow here. But no, black in some way butchered this game. In some way. Okay, well, I need to pretend that I understand those endgames. That's actually big pretending. But I don't know. It looked... somehow I think it should be closer to a draw than to a win, but... I don't know. 97 is... Okay, 97. Rook c5. Well, rook c5, take king e7. Yeah. But maybe here take rook e5, king d6. Okay, this is some chances. I mean, that's important exchange. I'm not certain about the king on g5. No, okay, take king e7. No, okay, this maybe f4. That's correct. But now I think king d7 should be played. Aha, if king d7 you want to go rook f6. That's a good... That I would say a good move. Rook f6, the king goes back to c6, and if rook f8, f5. I mean, f4 is really important idea. You need to provoke weaknesses. By the way, f3, g4 is also something worth mentioning. So Christoph now is okay, down to less than 2 minutes. That's already quite a big time difference. Well, a minute and a half. No, I mean, I really think the beginning of this game was all Tryphon playing super fast after the previous game, that he knew that he blew it and, okay, just got really bad position, and now it's... I wonder if going to be opposite effect about Christoph that was winning in this game, for certain winning. I mean, okay, I hope I'm not wrong, but I feel was for certain winning, and most likely this game is going to be a draw. Yeah, he's not even trying rook f8. So, I mean, king... Yeah, that's a draw. Yeah, I mean, that's a big miss by... A big miss, and I would say really the wrong thing that Christoph did. He didn't stop thinking. After queen take d3, queen b3, I'm really certain that was just a won position, for just winning, not better, not much better. He's a pawn up and bet, just winning. All right, game 3, 1.5 for international master Chessexplained Sielecki against Chessexplained Gavriel, battle of the YouTubers. Okay, playing some sort of a Botvinnik system, right? That is the English with move 5, e4. I wish I understood anything about those opening. I hate it with white, I hate it with black. But apparently some people know what to do in this position. Okay, so what's kind of normal? Maybe... Oh, this is... Wow, this makes me... Wow. I don't... Wow. I'm not certain about that. I mean, okay, take on e4, bishop e6, queen d7 is normal. There are, in the Dutch, this is such a classical idea, but I don't think it's working here. I'm almost certain it shouldn't be working here. For example, f4. f4 is maybe a move. If not f4, maybe bishop e3 followed by queen d2. I don't believe in. f3 is a little bit chickeny way. Of course, really okay, but why? Why I need f3? I can play bishop e3, and if bishop g4, then go this way. I guess his idea is that if queen h4, you want to play queen e1. Okay, here is the big question. I mean, can white just play knight e take on f4, pawn take, bishop takes f4? I think he can. I mean, okay, Christoph is playing it extra safe. Okay, you know, sometimes it's wrong, but to play it extra safe. I mean, maybe already here he little bit got it tiny wrong. Okay, I guess he has. If knight g3, h5, yeah, but I guess so. You know, I guess it's still quite reasonable. Maybe bishop h3, rook f2, and now rook d8. Okay, that's how they follow. And now bishop back. Don't take on g2. No, no, no. You don't exchange this bishop. Okay, that's good part. That's good part. Now the thing is, how do we kick this knight from? How do we kick this knight from d5? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, somehow the knight on b6 should move. Maybe queen d2 for white. Queen d2 played. Okay. I don't know. The players are, as I said, you know, Yermo like to say this. I think it's a great quote. But okay, we were seeing really top players in the world doing commentary, and Yermo says, I don't know, they are playing my moves. I think they should be worried. Okay, knight b8 was played. The idea, I've mentioned it before. c6 has to be played. All right. So the big idea, c6, bishop h3. Maybe queen h4 intermediate. No, h4 maybe. Queen h4. I like queen h4. It's a good intermediate move. Attacking the rook on f2. This move, queen h6, I disagree with. I agree to many of the moves here. I cannot agree to this one. I think so. I like queen h4 more. Okay, that was played. Now, is knight e take f4 possible? Okay, he took on c7. Maybe knight e take f4. Take on e2. Okay, playing it this way. Alright, he wants to go with the knight to e6. That sounds quite serious stuff. Take rook take, I guess. Okay, queen take also possible. Bishop d4, knight e6. No, okay, I think this game. It seemed like giving the pawn with f4 was wrong. Period, right? Like giving the pawn with f4 was wrong. Then at some point I thought that black got some chances. You know, actually I thought that black got some reasonable chances. That at least looked like it, but now I don't see anything. I don't see anything here. Yeah. Also, queen h6 was also a move I really didn't like. I think it would have been really different world with, well, might have been different world with queen on h4. Okay, bishop d4 played, knight e6. And actually, white can even hold it with winning the exchange. Right? I mean, a7 is under attack. I mean, take on a7. Let's calculate it. Take on a7, rook a8, take on b7. Why not? I don't know. Okay, Christoph is a very principled player, you know, very principled, centralizing his pieces, very classical chess. I know I've analyzed with him. I know the chess world and chess school he's from. Very principled, pieces in the center. It's very classical chess to see. I just want to grab the pawn on a7, you know, I don't know. Okay, king take. Yeah, I mean, black cannot lose the grip of the e5 square, right? I mean, rook take or knight take e5, start a new game pretty much. Well, immediately start a new game. Okay, check on h8 is nothing. I don't know. If I can vote, I want to take the pawn on a7. What can I do? All right, Christopher want to get his bishop in the game, but I don't like it, you know. Just take the pawn. Just take the pawn. Okay, is bishop b5 here possible? Maybe knight take. No, knight take f7, f3. Knight take f3, queen f6. Maybe he overlooked the checkmate on h2. Okay, now, knight take f3, queen h8. Sorry, I overlooked. I only thought about f6. Queen h8 is finishing of the game immediately. Okay, queen h5. Was he bluffing with a perpetual? I mean, take on e8. Take on e8, take on f3. Okay, they're playing too fast. I think that white was totally winning, and shouldn't have been, by instinct, shouldn't have been so afraid about protecting f3, but, well, he did protect that. Okay, attacking f4. Yeah, now if the pawn gets to run, it might be really dangerous. Okay, that's some serious stuff. Okay, rook d8 seems necessary. What can be done? Rook d8. And then what? Aha. Now there is a very smart idea. Queen b4, check. And then the queen... No, queen b4. And the queen goes to the third rank to check. King g8, queen b3 and take the knight. King g7, queen c3 and take the knight. Okay, easy to sit here sometimes and see some of those things, but that was winning. Okay, this is also winning, to be honest. Yeah, if king g6, queen e8 is a very pretty move. Queen e8 is very pretty, right? Forcing the exchanges of the queen, and game is over. Okay, 30 seconds for Mr. Christoph to find queen e8. Come on. We want exchanges. I mean, I guess this is also totally winning. Maybe queen g4 here? Queen g4, rook g2, queen h4. Oh, crazy stuff. Just exchange the pieces with queen e8. 17 seconds. Oh my gosh. Okay. Rook, queen h4. Exactly. That's only moves, right? I mean, black has to keep checkmate threat out there. Man, if Christoph is going to lose this one, he's gonna be a little bit angry about himself, and correctly so. Okay, king g7 back, I guess. Maybe a draw, but yeah, missing queen e8 is a big one. Okay, white was insanely winning here, and it's a draw. Yeah, 8 seconds. That's gonna be a draw on the next move. Yeah. All right, wow, that was like coming back from, I don't know, you know, they say what they say, feet and a half in the ground, leg and a half. That was like being buried completely under and somehow coming back for Trifon. Okay, game 4. All right, I think those people are gonna have a little bit fun when they are going to analyze their games after with a computer, or some of my, well, I will, maybe if I remember, I'll share some of the thought with them. All right, King's Gambit, man, and keeping this the pawn in this line, I absolutely had no idea whatsoever what's going on in this line or how it should be played. Zero ideas. But c5 seems correct. And okay, so black is going to put some pressure on d4, bishop g4 maybe at some point, maybe not immediately. The question is, how can white touch the knight on h5? You know, that knight is just there, and if white cannot really touch it, why would white have any difficulties? So from opening point of views, I mean, okay, as I mentioned, I know Christoph is a very principled player, well prepared. So most likely in the openings he got advantage. So far we had 3 games and he really got an advantage in each one of them. In the first one, little bit in the English, and then okay, in each of the games he got a little bit something. Okay, white should be careful about some knight g3 and some checkmate stories over there. g6, okay, maybe just castle, right? I'm not certain that there was any big immediate threat. Okay, going to the d4 square making sense, right? I mean, your king seems somewhat vulnerable. I think I would take with the knight on d4. Oh, take with the knight is maybe really dangerous. Some queen h4 there. Okay, but my question is again, how does white get to the f4 pawn? Okay, I don't know, rook c8 for black, something like this. Okay, f6. Okay, I can accept that. No, I think I don't see what white really has in return for queen f6 here. I mean, very, very little for white, being just a pawn down. Yeah, queen f6 is typical move, centralizing, exchanging. Okay, rook ae1 seems needed, but yeah, it's just better for black. Okay, white has some play. Would I interview the players after the match? It would be fun. I am actually going to little bit interview the players or talk to the players after the match. I hope it would be fun. Okay, so as I've been preaching little bit, you know, I became Dr. Evil. Black's a pawn up. Black's a pawn up, and how is white gonna get it? I have no idea, and now I'm pretty certain he's not. Well, be careful when you give pawns, right? At the end of the day, if there is not enough attack, that's what you're gonna get. A pawn down and not knowing how to get the pawn back, and me pretending to be Dr. Evil. What after bishop b4? Huh, wait a second. I think maybe Christoph went with the wrong rook. After bishop b4, the rook f6, knight g4 is winning an exchange. So after bishop b4, white has to take... Okay, bishop b4 played. Black maybe needs to take on d4, sacrifice an exchange. No! What is bishop c5? Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Why not knight g4? Huh? Knight g4. The idea is that if rook f7, knight h6. Okay, black has to sacrifice an exchange, but that was not that brilliant. That wasn't that brilliant from white. Bishop c5. Okay, he overlooked that tactical idea. You know, sometimes it's one move make a complete difference for the entire game. You miss one move, the entire line is different. The entire game is different. Okay, well, I think at some point, yeah, rook e4, exactly. And it's time to play the big move, knight f6 at some point. Maybe even now. Well, take knight f6, rook e7. I don't know. Maybe take and bring the king. Take king somewhere, or rook b4 here. No, but I think the take and bring the king is most logical. Okay, he played rook b4. That's also legal. But no, somehow. Okay, now king f7. I wanted to play this version. I wanted to play this version without one set of rooks, but maybe not a huge difference. I think I prefer without one set of rooks. Okay, maybe back to e4, back to the future. How about rook e4 now? By the way, oh, there was amazing tactic there. Amazing tactic. I wish I could show it. After rook e4, g4 was amazing tactical move. Amazing. I really wish I could show it. Man, I cannot move the pieces back. That was the coolest tactic out there. Okay, we will have to little bit analyze the games after. No, that was a really cool tactic. Okay, this position, ugly. Knight c3, g4, rook f1, g5. Yeah, I am going to show it after the game. g4 was such a cool thing. It should have been in a puzzle book. Really, honestly. Okay, this is really bad because black is a pawn up, centralized. No, this survival rate here is survival rate against Magnus in this position doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, rook f1, rook e4, rook c1, take on a2, rook a1, rook e4. No, this is lost. I mean, exchanging knight e4, king there. Okay, now rook e4. No, why not rook e4? No, rook e4, come on, you get an extra tempi attacking the knight, attacking a2. All right, Mr. Christoph. Thank you, Rook E4. Yeah. No, okay, this is game over. Yeah, c6. Okay, by the way, what happened if c6 if just take the knight and take on b4? That's what you overlooked. Game? Yeah, g4 is classical play. I told you, Mr. Christoph is a very classical player. Okay, this is just a piece down. Okay, there's no being point playing this. I'm sorry. d4, d4. Yeah. Okay. 92. 92. Okay, I know king f5 is almost pre-move, but that's good enough point to resign. Yeah, white was winning here with a super cool g4 idea. I wish. Okay, I wish maybe in the players will have a short break. I would just like to show this one. You can add it, Sandro. You can add it to training bot. Okay, last game of the Blitz. Okay, Dutch knight c3, bishop g5. Okay, they've been playing some stuff like this. g6, e6. If this move e4, yeah. Yeah, I think e6 is not the most principal move. I mean, d5 is a very principal move. This one has one of the most classical combinations known in chess, with bishop on d3, knight a5, queen h5, and then queen take h7. I remember seeing it as a young kid. It was amazing. And white is checkmating black king on g2. Okay, but this is advantage for white. I mean, it's amazing French, you know? Amazing French for white. Maybe queen e2. Okay, queen b3, same world. No, this is amazing French for white. Okay, to take the pawn or not to take the pawn? That is the question. Yeah. Okay, Christoph is going for the pawn. Okay. I don't see much what there is here. Okay, castle here, or maybe again to take the pawn or not to take the pawn. But this one I wouldn't take, just castle. That is correct. Yeah, I mean, you know, the openings are not really working for Tryphon. I mean, the opening are not really working for him. Maybe you should think about playing something more, you know, out of theory. Just to get pieces developed, because yeah, he kind of got he had his chances. But speaking about this, this was an excellent maneuver, getting the knight. Look, the knight from b6 is going to be on e4. I don't think that white should have allowed it that way. On the other hand, I'm not certain what he could have done, but somehow, okay, knight to f5. I'm not certain about knight to f5. I thought maybe, okay, to e4. Either way, white's a pawn up, but yeah, but now knight to e5, of course. Okay, threatening knight d7 to start with. And then rook ac1 is coming. Okay, rook ac1. I will. Okay, f4. Maybe more aggressive. Okay. But I don't know why not rook ac1. Either way. Okay, trying to go again for the e4 square. Okay, I mean, what here? Maybe here. Take. Actually, it's a very good move. I think it's a really cool move, because to try and stick the knight on e4. I don't know. I don't like f4 so much. I mean, white is better either way. Much better. It's a pawn up. But go to the open file. Black has nothing there. For the open file, go to the 7th rank. I mean, rook c1, c7 seemed much more natural than f4. Yeah, g3 is alright, I guess. I mean, as I said, white is a pawn up. Nothing I can say will change that. Okay, maybe now rook c1. Alright. Christoph is preparing for the endgame. Wanna take on g5. If take on f4, rook taken, rook a f1. All right. Not going to argue with this very, very principle basic approach. Well, we had some really interesting game with some quite cool tactics. We will go over that after. Yeah. So far there were two huge misses. One was Queen E8 in Christoph game. Another one was G4. I think that Trifon missed. And okay, it's actually interesting that Trifon gets time advantage pretty much in each of the games, but then gets somewhat worse position and the time starts to disappear. Okay, take. Yeah, I expect queen exchanges. No, I expected it. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Okay, maybe more accurate. I mean, maybe a move with more chances to play. Let's put it this way. But I don't know or see what the idea is. Right. I mean, this is G6 is normal move. Yeah. Okay, knight take G6, I guess. Just take on G6. Yeah, because at some point white is going to attack on the F file. For example, if rook take F1, rook take F1, and queen F4 is coming. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's not easy. The opening again was just unpleasant there. Okay, let's see how this one will finish, but I'm really not seeing any ideas. I mean, nothing. White has zero weaknesses. I know, as I said, in some way I can say that I think my style and Christoph's style are somewhat similar in some way. No weaknesses, trying to put the pieces on a decent spot. That's at least what I think of. Okay, is rook h8 here some noise? Let's put it this way. And is rook h8 some noise? Rook f7, king g8, queen e2. Yeah, nothing really much. I thought maybe, by the way, knight f4 was a possibility. Okay, but this is just losing immediately. Take and queen f3. This is just checkmate. Oh, queen f4. Yeah, this is just resigning. Okay, queen f5 you can play, sorry, but yeah, okay, you know. Exchange, bring the king. I don't know. Yeah, go for the pawn or bring the king. This one's better. A6, knight b4. Okay, that's nothing to see, nothing to see. Here maybe I want to keep the pawn, but alright. Play like this. No, okay, you have to take on a2, but 2 pawn. What? Let's put it this way. Knight endgame are very, very similar to pawn endgames. Even one pawn down is enough to win in many, many positions. 2 pawns down, something like this, nothing to discuss here. Nothing, zero. It's almost like pawn endgame. Okay, a4, come on. What about a4? At some point, just a4. Sorry, h4, of course. Okay, king f3, knight d2, king f4. Yeah, but nothing much to see. Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I didn't see the d4 pawn. Okay, king g5 here. It is still winning, but Christoph made it way more difficult than it should have been. Way more. Oh my gosh. Huh. Way more. Okay. Maybe just knight g1 here. Okay, that's a cool move. Alright. And now knight e2. Yeah, knight g1 was a good save, Mr. Christoph. Just at the right moment, and now knight f4. Before it's becoming really messy. Really messy. Knight g1 was right on to relocate the knight to f4, either by e2 or h3. Okay, this is resigning. Knight back to e2. Keep it simple, as simple as possible, and that's it. Yeah, not. I mean, white gave black white made it way more difficult than it should have been, but still enough to totally dominate and win the game. Okay, king e5. Alright, you want to go here, that's alright. And now, I don't know, just g6. Come on, the pawn endgame is going to be winning. g6, take, the king goes to d5. One pawn, one queen, one checkmate. But okay, this is also resigning. g6. Okay, now just a puzzle, try to find checkmate. Here, knight e6, king h6, checkmate. No stalemate, that is checkmate. Okay, I think we will take few minutes break here. Really few minutes, right? Sandro is the boss, and then we will come back with five minutes of three games each. And I will wait for the players, you know, we will then analyze a little bit some of the games. Well, just some moments I'm going to show, not more. Alright, waiting to see. Okay, Christoph is not there. Trifon is eating. That's actually a genius move. Trifon is eating. And I'm going to ask Sandro if I can or should mute for a minute or not. I don't know.
We will start soon.
Okay, we will start soon. That's good. Man, that looks tasty. I'm gonna ask Trifon big question. What is eating there? It looks tasty. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. Only I didn't spend much energy. I was just commentating, eating some yogurt with, I don't know, some honey and that stuff. All right, I think I see Christoph back, and probably get ready for 5 games of 3 minutes. Okay, let's see what's gonna be there. No, actually, really, I have to say I'm so concentrated on the board that I actually wasn't really looking at the players. You know, someone's telling me that he was saying happy oh, that's because I was saying Happy Bunny he was putting there. No, nobody stole that phrase from me. That phrase has copyrights. You know, the Happy Bunny has copyrights that belong to Grandmaster John Spielman. Okay, what did we have here? Some other version of King's Gambit. Okay, but this line should be okay for black, if I remember correctly. Very, very okay. Okay, bishop c5 here, bishop e7, all those moves are okay here. Yeah. Okay, I think that I somehow I feel that faster time control will favor Mr. Kingscrusher. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. I mean, I've seen he's classical, typical English player. He wants to play attacking, push the pieces, but okay. Well, as far as Christoph has to say, he's not really impressed by what I'm saying. Yeah, actually, once again, it's a pawn up for black. White shouldn't really have given that because no, white played bad here. And it's okay. The line is normal, but I don't really see where white has big attack. But okay, trying to make it. Oh man, this is dangerous. How to take now? Maybe queen take. I don't know. Queen take, rook f. That's dangerous. If rook takes e5, if rook take f6, bishop e5 over. If bishop take, queen g6. That's why I said queen take is really necessary. But now maybe rook f3. I'm not certain what is black playing after rook f3. But that's I think that's important move for. Yeah, h3 was another choice. But rook f3 really has a bishop e5 killer threat, just a killer threat. And if queen h4, queen g6, this would be interesting moment because rook f3. I honestly don't see a defense there, you know. Huh. Maybe bishop f7 the same, I don't know. Oh, now rook f3. No, but that's why you played a move earlier. Okay, still complicated, but no, h3 was a big waste. I'm almost certain. Okay. Take, queen e7. Oh, if only white could have played queen f2, but he cannot. And black next move, queen g3, bishop g8. Bishop g8, everything is like, put it in the bunker. That's it. No, h3 was, and that is the exact definition, like, no, now, no, but okay, this is threatening nothing. Take, rook f8. No, black is winning here. Because also, okay, he has a dangerous pawns there. White really has no chances for any attack. Nothing. There is one square one can attack. One. h7, and that square is defended, so forget about it. No, this is black winning. It's interesting to see what computer was thinking after rook f3 instead of h3. Okay, here what? Check on f4. And maybe just go and grab the pawn. Just give check on f4 and take c2. Don't be afraid. Queen e8, you just take on a2. Just take on c2, seriously. Yeah, okay, that's the right way. That's good play. Queen e8, just take on a2. Nothing. White can attack nothing here. Absolutely nothing. Okay, they played exactly that way. That's it, folks. That's it. Yeah. Rook f3 is a big one. Rook f3 is a big one. Okay, this game is over. Really, white doesn't have even one check. Nothing. If you want to be classical, play queen f7. Exchanging the last piece. Seriously, I would play queen f7. I think it's best story there. But okay, queen b1. Yeah, white is nothing. Queen e8, c1 queen, and white will get checkmated first. Okay, this is resigning. That's the right moment to resign. Well, maybe a few moves ago. Okay. Yeah, it's becoming very one-sided. The openings are one-sided. The games are tiny less, at some point. Okay, we started with some Nimzovich knight c6 moves, getting to some Ray Lopez with g6. Actually, some top players have been playing this one. Okay, bishop e7 here. And if take... take... Oh, I thought queen take was more main stuff. Okay, this is a bit better for white, Knight c3. Okay, if black can push the pawn to g7, tiny nicer for him. That some weaknesses over there. Okay, b3 here. Okay, white's a bit better here, I think. Knight to e2. No, I think I like knight to e2 more. Okay, because I want to go to f4 and start stuff. Okay. This I feel black got somewhat more reasonable than he should have had, but maybe not. Okay, maybe knight e7 here. Okay, somehow even this one is unpleasant, I would say. But I would prefer still knight to e2. Yeah, c4 here. The thing is that queen a5 is quite an annoying move. I want to protect d5. Yeah, now, okay, big decision. Do you go after the pawn or not? I have to say yes. Queen a5. Okay, if this move... King g7 was possible, but still g4. Okay, knight d... Okay, maybe just take and try to win a pawn here. Rook d1, I'm not certain which rook. Probably rook a d1. Yeah, this is a pawn up. Okay, maybe after some rook e8. Black has some chances, but yeah, take and now how to take. Okay, rook e4 is also a move I was kind of thinking. Rook e4 or take and rook takes d4. D3 is a very smart move. I'll be honest and say that I little bit wasn't thinking about that. Okay, so queen a1 and taking on a2. Okay, that's quite a comeback. Actually getting to be quite okay here, I would say. Looks like it, right? I mean, this seems quite okay here. Yeah, I think that queen c2 here maybe. I'll go to c2. I think that Christoph also overlooked the move d3. Yeah, I thought to play queen c2, but okay. So is h5 really a threat? I don't think so. If h5, black is just gonna take on h5. Now f5. Okay. If take on e8, rook e3, maybe rook e5. f5 may be very smart move. Maybe rook e6. No, okay. As I said, once you know a classical player, you know where he's going to stick his pieces. And Christoph is just like that. No, not giving the file. Let's keep a pawn on e6 and okay, rook e3. Yeah, that's so much, I would say, Karpov style, only that he is the one, that was doing it to everyone. Queen f3, I think, is interesting. Queen f3 going to c6. Okay, queen d4 also. Queen d4 actually very, very strong move. Man, let's wait a second. What is happening here after queen f6, queen f5 only move? Really, queen f5 only move? Yeah, but somehow Trifon queen b2, queen c2 after it got wrong. Okay, but now take, rook to e2 or e1. This, I know nothing about rook endgames, but this seems lost. This seems just dead lost. Yeah, okay, go back to e3, h5 and g6. Yeah, this is just dead lost. h5. Okay, 30 seconds. No increment, that's Sandro is tough, but not giving any increment, but still winning here, completely winning. Just too many pawns, right? Just too many pawns. Yeah, king g4. The king will get up. King g5 or stuff like that. Oh, man. They're like, play g7. No, g7, rook g1, rook g3. He just, okay, he want to do it this way. Doesn't matter. White has four pass pawns, 3 connected ones. That's quite enough. Oh man, why didn't play queen g5, king g5? Okay, well, a few seconds on the clock, but still, Icaro is going to win this game 2 times, 2 times with white, maybe 1 time with black. No, I'm joking. Okay, g7. Too many pass pawns. g8 queen. Yeah, but that's a good moment to resign. That's a good moment to resign. And another queen. Oh. Yeah. Okay, man, they're tough. Ah! Is he gonna make a draw here? Oh my gosh! Ah! Checkmated with 0-0. That was really wild. 0-0. Not even 0-1. 0-0-0-0. Sandro, take a screenshot of that. No, that was kind of cool. Okay, like a James Bond movie, like 002. I don't know, in Goldfinger, right? When the bomb there, I think he stopped it at 2 seconds. That was pretty wild. All right, so far 2-0, I believe, in the 3 minutes chess. But okay, the games are really really wild. Okay, games get to be No, even though, okay, Christoph gets opening advantage, and okay, he's controlling most of the match. Let's put it the way it is. But still, using some time, when you checkmate with 0-0 on the clock, okay, that's some fun. Yeah, what's the story here? I mean, again, I'm sorry, it's the opening. It's just the openings. Okay, long castle. I mean, white is lost here. Yeah, that's been really the story. By the way, I think I like rook f8 and knight to e7. Knight to e7. Okay, rook e8 here. But I wanted to target f5 more. But you know, when you're starting the match, the game, sorry, when you're starting each game with no time and quite lost. Okay, here there might be some nasty tactics. Knight g4. If king h1 take on d4, take on e1, knight f2. No, now knight takes d4 is finishing. Okay, that's nice for Mr. Christoph. Take on e1. King g3 was only moved there, but no. I mean, Mr. Kingscrusher, you're gonna get one comment from me, and that is, you play very creative, interesting, aggressive chess, but the openings are killing you, just killing you. Yeah. The openings are killing you. Okay. I'm not certain about this take on e2, but I think 95 there was really strong, no? I think so. Okay, play now 95. I think it was better with more pieces over there. Maybe king b8. Yes. I mean, honestly, I have no sides. No picking sides here, of course. I mean, both of those have some great YouTube channels. They are helping chess. They're great dudes for the chess world. But I will be honest and say, yeah, I enjoy Christoph chess more in the sense that, just to my style, I mean, Trifon chess is more entertaining. Christoph chess is more what speaks to my heart. Principle, putting pieces in right squares, sometimes overlooking basic tactics or two tactics because of that, thinking too much in a principle way, but I like principle stuff. Bishop d4 here, you know, I want to see bishop d4. That's a move, getting the king out. You see, it's like communicating in a Karpov world. Okay, now what? Okay, queen d8 is probably a move to go, right? Queen h8. Yeah, no, not to g4, but somewhere like this. Why not d8? Okay, black is quite winning here. What can I do? Say maybe here queen h4. Oh no, c7 is under attack. Queen back. Okay, kicking the knight and maybe running with the e pawn at some point. Yeah, I think queen h8. Okay, things were kind of somewhat slower here at some point. Somewhat slower. Okay, back to h8. No, but I feel this is not really going. Black is probably still winning, but yeah, somehow. Okay, maybe now queen h6. No, not queen h6. Okay, but now what to play after queen c7 and knight d6? Man, this is like yeah, something went kind of you feel it's wrong. Okay, I guess queen f2, king h3, queen takes, queen f3. Maybe draw here, you know? I'm not certain I see something stronger. Really, that's what I meant. Like, black was totally winning, played principle, but knight is tricky piece. Didn't really go somewhere, you know, those queen h8 back and forth few moves. I think we're killing him. Yeah, I don't think there's more than a draw here. There's not more than a draw here. Yeah, it doesn't matter really, because the king... Okay, he just needs to be... Oh, man. Maybe the king needed to go up, but still it's okay. That is good play. He doesn't want to allow queen g4 and then white king will get checkmated, believe it or not. Okay, this is a draw. That was very good. You know, they see a lot of things. Okay, so that was a draw again. It's a game that Trifon didn't really survive the opening, and then in some creating tactical chances again and again, he managed to make a draw in this one, sometimes not working. Okay, 2 more games. 2.5 in the 3 minutes. I believe 4-1 was the result in the 5 minutes. Alright, some French stuff with knight c6. What they play here? Bishop b5, knight b3, c3, all possible. This line is actually it's a tricky line. It's a tricky line. Because e5 is gonna come, even sometimes if it is involving a pawn sacrifice, e5 is gonna be played. c4 is kinda designed, I would say against e5, but okay, I'm not 100% certain it's totally exactly. I'm not 100% certain it's totally stopping e5 from being played. Okay. Take. What happens if take and queen takes on d4? Knight e5, I guess, is the idea. Again, I don't think it's too much, but okay, that's why I guess Christoph didn't want to allow this knight e5. But now with the pair of bishops, I have to pair of bishops survive after knight e5. Queen h5, f4. Maybe, I mean, I'm certain that black has had reasonable compensation. Queen back to f6. Okay, f4 will be played. Rook e8. Black should be reasonable here, I guess. The big question, this move, okay, king h1 or bishop e3. I'm not that excited about b6. No. Also allowing, look, take it few moves back, allowing knight e5 and pawn on f4 is not okay. I don't think it's okay for black to have allowed that. Sorry, for white. No, for black, man. I'm also speaking too much and not, you know, not fully mentioning what I try to mention. Anyhow, somehow this e5 didn't really work that well, or at least it's under attack right now. Okay, bishop should go back. a4 maybe. Rook e1. Okay, in rook e1, if take on e5, take, queen take on f8, and queen b4, so not working. Okay, maybe bishop d2, bishop c3, but bishop d2 take on e5, so white cannot fully support e5. There are some lines like this coming from the Schliemann opening, very, very similar lines to that. Okay, what is this move? Very pretty one. Take on e5, take on e5, queen take, rook take, f8, bishop c5. Now he's going to get bishop d4. Remember what I was mentioning before with bishop d2, c3. Yeah, now maybe just bishop c3, consolidate everything. I would play bishop c3. Okay, this is alright. King goes to h2 or g4 even at some point. Nah, black didn't get enough. Bishop c3. Yeah, I mean, rook d8 maybe. Oh, this one. Okay, rook f3 and rook d3. The big battle is to hold the center, right? Yeah, b4 is gonna come. b4 is coming. Okay, now what to play? I mean, white is trying to juggle everything and keep it protected, and he's better, but what exactly? No, I cannot believe that white is accepting a draw here. Or maybe they are also a little bit too tired like I am. But still, okay. I really think white's better here. Yeah, now we got a little bit better version than before. Okay. I'm not certain about this rookie knight c4. Why black didn't take on e1 and take on d5? Okay, some rook g3 stuff. Yeah, but this, okay, now it's very bad. No, not the way this is going. This rook takes d5 is a draw. No, well, okay. I guess white was already okay with a draw a few moves ago. And queen takes d5 was more logical. Actually, Ivanchuk won the World Blitz World Rapid Championship. In the last game, he won something quite similar. He had a very, very protected center. Yeah, but why to give a pawn like that? Okay, it should be a draw. Oh my gosh, I wasn't paying much attention to the clock. Okay. Okay, white is with seconds on the clock. Okay, that's gonna be a draw. That's gonna... Not taking the pawn? Okay, yeah, it's going for the other one. Okay. No, don't play on time like this. That's not nice. No, I'm objecting this. Okay. Alright, Tryphon won the game. I can mention for my side, no. I mean, okay. That's just my thought. Alright, well, so Mr. Tryphon is on the scoring side. Okay. Last game. 2.5, 1.5 in the 3 minutes. If Tryphon wins, it's gonna equal this one. No, but okay, honestly, I didn't like the last game. Alright. Oh, f6. Yeah, I like the center. Take. If I would take and then... No, maybe here white could have taken with the bishop. I don't know. Bishop e6 here. Bishop e4. No, I don't know. I like the center. Castle, knight c6. I don't know. I like black. f4 is important. If black can play f4, it's gonna be really in great shape. No, f4. Oh, first bishop e6. Yeah, but if f4 take on d5, knight takes d5, knight takes c4, bishop f5 was good. Okay, f4 was played. No, this... Okay, king h8, I don't know. Yeah, I... Look at that bishop on c3, queen d7. Look at that bishop on c3, look at white's pieces. b5. No, this is really bad. Really, really bad. Queen takes, rook e6, rook e8, rook e6, come on. That's... But wait, e3 is winning and just e2. e3 is winning and just e2. Yeah, okay, I'm going back to my yogurt. Oh, is rook f5 possible here? Okay, forgetting about the yogurt. Man, I just want to eat a yogurt here. Rook f5 only moved... Yeah, okay, good. Rook f5 played. Alright. Okay, still losing, I guess, but... A man cannot even finish a pineapple yogurt. Okay. Queen d7, queen d6, I don't know. d7 was played. What here? Knight e4 is kind of nasty, right? Knight f3, knight e4. This move is quite an interesting one. Aha. Not moving the knight. I thought he was going to move the knight. Ah, but if moving the knight take on c3. So here, okay, play h6, right? Or is there any reason why h6 is not working? Okay, is there any other move other than h6? Am I missing something? Am I blind? What's going on here? Okay, h6. Yeah. Okay, knight e. No, okay, this looks bad. Knight e4 may be only move, but okay. E2. If e2 take on d5, so e1 is protected enough time. Maybe just take on c3 and queen e7, simplest choice, you know, like not going crazy. Actually, I'm not certain I see something. Is rook take e4, maybe rook take h6, some nasty stuff, but this seems quite good, I don't know. And now rook, maybe queen e8. Queen e8 or queen e7, either way, seems quite promising. Okay, everything. I mean, it has to be winning for black. It's an extra pawn. Knight d4 may be coming. I mean, all the pieces are in great squares. Okay, if this is quite a cool move. If rook take, then take and rook d1. If knight take, just rook e6 and winning on the pin over there. Okay, if this move, yeah, rook d2, queen d6, knight d4 is coming. Stuff like that. I would probably play knight d4 immediately, but okay, exchanging? No, Christoph, what was that? Okay, as I said, I think the players are tired. You know, because okay, there was even not a half a second rest between the game. Usually, even if you play a long tournament, World Championship, Blitz World Championship, you get to play 10 games a day or 11 games, that depends. But you get lots of break between the rounds, like a few minutes here, a few minutes there. This was really super intense, almost an hour and a half. Okay, draw agreed. So 4-1 in the 5 minutes, 3-2 in the 3 minutes. One game, okay. But some interesting, cool tactical moments. Maybe we can get a few minutes. Sandro will tell us when we have the... So, Sandro, should we communicate?
Yes, please.
All right. So, gentlemen, how was playing this match? Can they hear me? I don't think they... I think
Hello. Hey there.
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't fancy my chances really, but I was happy to provide some tough games. I hope.
Yeah, I said to our viewers that I'm really going to tell you that you really got quite a lot of what you could from after the openings, but in most of the openings you really didn't survive. You really kind of left the openings in a nasty shape and then needing to look for some ideas and attacking and all those things here and there, right? I mean, the openings you really didn't survive them, man.
No.
And after it you
I think Chris is very good on opening theory. Very, very good on that. I think he's better than most IMs on opening theory, I think.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
I was trying to make it interesting though with the King's game. I know that's not particularly. Sometimes I was trying to make it interesting. I mean, yeah, but you know.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what was my feeling, that you are playing really interesting and creative. That the position at some point were worth more than what you had, especially the first game that you had. You were way better, and I thought, and then collapsed like quite at the end, the very first game of the 5 minutes. But there were actually some quite cool moments. But okay, let's hear Christopher. How how did you feel in the game? It seemed like you were tired in the last 1 or 2 games, just maybe you're accepting a draw and winning the match.
I don't really play 3-minute all that much. It is always a little bit difficult to kind of play quicker. Mostly I just look at the clock at one moment and I say, oh my God, I'm so much down on time. And then I'm sometimes happy to just get out of this. And also been a bit tired at the end. I haven't played Blitz all that much in the last 2 weeks, and I guess it felt a little bit. But I'm reasonably okay. I should have probably gotten a couple of more points, but it was basically okay. It's also my biggest weakness is that I totally hate to be attacked on the king, and that's what the Trifon always does, you know.
Yeah.
And it's kind of tricky sometimes. Yeah, you feel like better, but then
yeah. And
I'm happy not to have been crushed like one of Fischer's opponents, you know, like 6-0, you know, like one of Fischer's opponents, crushed like a bug. That was my main objective for today, was not to be completely whitewashed.
No, the games were really interesting. I mean, if I might, I mean, okay, I mean, I just want to show two cool tactical points. I mean, that I thought were really interesting in the matches, and one of them was actually quite simpler. The other one I thought was super cool. So let's just show this, and I don't know. I think that should be it. Let me just get it from the library of yours. Let's see, Kingscrusher. I think, okay, those are all the practice games. So just 1 second. Okay, this is the first game that actually.
I think I spent too long in the first game. I found myself in severe time pressure.
Yeah. I want to show. Oh yeah, this one that obviously Christoph was beyond completely winning for many moves, right? This is the third game. The third game. And,
yes.
And I just thought that here, okay, it's really easy sitting at home, and well, we're all at home, but sitting and not playing and suggesting moves. But I thought that here, this was just a cool one, right?
I saw that.
Where can I see it? I'm not following your thing. Is it on the?
Just follow Indiana Jones, I think, right? Indiana Dash. Oh, I'm sorry.
I actually saw that move. What I forgot about is that I can just trade queens and win the knight.
Right.
I just forgot that the knight is hanging. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and the story of the knight hanging was a long story, because even here, this is maybe a very good move, but I thought this is a simpler approach also to win the knight. I just want undefended pieces, right? I mean, Trifon wrote that one of his biggest accomplishments was winning the Lloyds Bank tournament long ago, under 18.
Yeah.
And he was presented with the trophy from, well, one of the greatest authors, and well, in general, not a world champion, but really, I think, a remarkable man in the chess world, Dr. John Nunn. And one of the phrases that I always remember from John Nunn, I quote it whenever I can, is LPDO, loose pieces drop off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think John Nunn coined that, meaning at some point you have an unprotected pieces, there will be a skew, a double attack, a discover attack, something gonna hit them. So I thought this was one very cool moment, either here or just Queen E8. There were many other moments, but
I completely overlooked that at the end I can just take the knight. So
yeah.
Well, as I said, it's much easier when you're not playing the game. If I could play my games and then commentate on my games at the same time, I would probably be 2700. I don't know, but it's more difficult when you're playing them. But there was one super cool game here that I wanna share with you, and that has to be 1 second. I think it's going to be this game. Because here there was really a great opportunity. I think it was a great opportunity for white, and a very cool one. Maybe I've missed something. Okay, somehow the opening went very sour for white. The position is normal, and
yes, I've heard that there could be something. It looked a bit shaky.
But actually, this is not the one that I wanted to show. I will go after it. First of all, here, and I'm going to, for full honesty, I'm going to check with computer now. I said online that I think Rook F3 is really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
And okay, computer say Rook F3 is best move, but he says after Bishop D5 equal. Okay, here, it's still best move. Okay, I thought H3 was quite a big waste of time. But okay, this was one moment. I want to find that game with your permission and just see which game.
Because that King's Gambit, there was some G4 stuff. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking like something like that. Yeah. With the knight on H5, that was the King's Gambit, right? I think.
Exactly. Yeah. There were few versions of the King's Gambit, but this is the most typical one. Exactly. So because I was really happy suggesting this move, and again, by the way, white is playing interesting, creative, but at the end of the day, we are materialistic. What do you have for the pawn, right? That is the question that we ask.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, first of all, but here you got your chances because this was, I think this was the wrong move. I thought here knight G4 was right on.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But but the really cool thing, that's not what I want to show. The really, really cool thing coming here. Oh man, this is like, no, few more moves. The king has to be on F5 and this move. Oh man, this is so cool because you need to open it for this move.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really happy, really happy with this move. I mean, so G4 is probably just winning. Actually, in one puzzle book, there's something like that, and G4 is a cool idea to open the file.
Yeah, when I put them on F5 and H5, I kind of thought that looks like some G4 could be possible, but I couldn't really make it. I mean, I didn't see the move here, but I was thinking, yeah, that could be. Okay.
Does it matter if black loses? It's not the end of the world, though. FG, knight G5, king moves. It doesn't matter. It's not losing an entire rook. It's still black's got a pawn exchange.
Yeah. It's not. It's and maybe even black is all right here, but okay, still it's a cool way of playing. I mean, actually, I put it. Computer say it's equal.
Yeah.
But it's really a cool idea. Yeah, I mean it's just that idea to open the file for the check that I thought was really a cool one. So, all right, is it easier to make videos than playing? I think so, right?
It's actually a little bit weird because I'm so much used to do commentary, and but it's nice to actually focus on the games once in a while. Yeah, it's still nice to do.
That's exactly what I'm sometimes thinking up until I need to focus on the game. Then, no.
I said, how many viewers did we have? Like around 300? That's cool, eh?
Cool.
Greetings to all of you watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
All right. Sandro, should we wrap it up or any more sponsorship commentary? I'm just asking Sandro. But I think we... that was really, really fun. And actually... the games are so fast. There is no break. I couldn't rest for a second. So that was exciting.
But by the way, I love your Bullet Chess Immortal. Yeah, that is one of the.
Thank you.
It's incredible. Yeah, people say that how incredible that is.
Thank you.
People should check that out.
that was long ago when I could see something. Man, I'm playing these days like not seeing anything. But well. Age, what to do?
Now, next time you two play, and I'll do the commentary. Yeah. Or Nakamura. Get Nakamura.
No, Nakamura. That's not here.
We have many interesting matches that are possible. Yeah. Sorry for my voice.
It's okay.
Okay, hope you enjoyed it, guys.
Yeah, that was really cool. And okay, thank you for entertaining us. And okay, hope to see some other interesting matches like this.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye
Cheers,
to our
then.
listeners,
Cheers.
viewers.
Thanks so much.